Hello and welcome. In this video, we're covering the identity triangle reflection, a foundational exercise based on Dr. Mark Orby's co-cultural theory. The identity triangle helps students understand three dimensions of identity: who they say they are, called avowed identity, who others say they are, called ascribed identity, and how they actually communicate that identity, called enacted identity. This exercise directly addresses Chapter 1's dignity premise. How conscious are you of performing your identity? And it introduces Chapter 9's central framework for understanding the 26 communication practices people use to navigate identity in professional spaces. Here is how it works in class. Step 1. Give students 5 minutes to list their avowed identities at the top of the triangle. Encourage honesty because this is private reflection. Step 2. Give them 10 minutes to fill in the other 2 points. For ascribed identity, ask them to think about moments when others labeled them differently than they see themselves. For enacted identity, ask, how do you signal your identity to others, and what choices do you make about language, dress, or behavior? Step 3. Dedicate 10 minutes for students to analyze the gaps. Where do the 3 points align? Where do they conflict? And what does that tension feel like? This exercise reveals whose avowed identity gets respected and whose gets challenged, which is a core power dynamic explored throughout the course. After the exercise, bring students together for a debrief using these reflection questions. Start by asking, where do your 3 identity points align and where do they conflict? Then push deeper. Whose avowed identity gets respected in this space and whose gets challenged? Finally, connect that tension to power. What does it reveal about who holds influence in professional settings and who has to work harder to be seen? These questions move students from personal reflection into structural analysis, which is at the heart of this course. Here are a few tips for success. Create psychological safety before starting. Students are sharing vulnerable identity experiences, so set ground rules early. No judgment, confidentiality, and a brave space. Model the exercise yourself if you are comfortable. Sharing your own identity triangle builds trust and shows students what honest reflection looks like. Expect emotion. Some students will discover gaps they have never noticed before. Have tissues available, and be prepared to follow up individually if needed. Use the discrepancies between triangles as teaching moments about perception and identity negotiation. The goal here is to help students see identity as complex and performed, not singular and fixed. That awareness is the foundation for Chapter 9's co-cultural theory, understanding the 26 communication practices people use to navigate identity in professional spaces. If you have questions, reach out anytime and good luck with this exercise.